Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of the Talk to Tanner Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to help make you, the entrepreneur within you, a better version of yourself. And today's topic, we're talking about being your unapologetically weird self, bringing out of the weirdness some more of our personal traits to the workplace. The goal is to stop making everyone a damn robot, right? Not being so weird or being scared of stepping on toes, creeping around the workplace. No one is willing to express what they like, what they're about. Just more, even, I know people, I had a client that she would not laugh at work because she hated her laugh so much. She would not laugh. And maybe this rings true for you or somebody else you know, but how are you supposed to feel good if you can't even laugh at work? How are you supposed to build these relationships, hold yourself up? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to read through a book, a text that I really liked, and then additionally I have an article for us this morning that we're going to go through that's going to help bring a little bit more light on being authenticity. The goal, the key takeaway for today is to be more authentic, be yourself. So weirdness is why we adore our friends. Weirdness is what bonds us to our colleagues. Weirdness is what sets us apart, gets us hired. Being your unapologetically weird self, in fact, being weird may even find you the ultimate happiness. So in this book, this is from Chris Sacca. He is one of, man, what did he do? He was one of the co-founders with Google. He URL and HTTM for website links and stuff. Huge player in Silicon Valley. He just talks about how, and I imagine it's pretty extreme, a little more so in the tech industry versus, say, in the real estate world. But even in the real estate world, it kind of seems like people are putting on this LA, California mask to realty work and this and that. And sometimes I find it really weird and kind of hard to deal with. But I'd much rather people just completely be themselves. I don't know about you. Do you like it when people kind of have this mask on, kind of weird, and you can kind of tell that they're not being fully themselves? Or, I mean, is this in your own situation? Do you ever feel like sometimes that you're in a situation where you can't be yourself, or you at least think that? If you can't be yourself, I'm here to tell you, you're probably in the wrong situation. I can't speak for you, but I know personally, if I can't be who I am, then how can I bring my best stuff to the table? How can I really bring the most value if you are not being yourself? That is the sole advantage we have as individuals, is the uniqueness of ourselves. Let's go ahead. Instagram, you won't be able to see this. This is over on our other streaming page, Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen real quick. Let's go ahead. I'm going to read a piece of an article that I liked that I thought, so being yourself, I'm not completely talking about going to work and start screaming your head off because you've let it pile up a little bit, or go in and kind of attack somebody because you don't like their views or something like that. I'm going to read the article, read this section of the article. It'll help make a little more sense. Being yourself does not mean you don't follow rules and regulations. It does not mean you do whatever you want, whenever you want. Being you is not being a rebel, fighting against society. Being yourself is not an acting or a doing. Being yourself is a state of being. Being yourself is a state of being. A space where you know what you want to create in your life and never allow others to judge you or limit you. Being yourself in a professional environment requires the willingness to do what it takes in order to get what you want without giving yourself up. It may sometimes require you to pretend to fit in, but it never includes giving yourself or your ideas up. It requires the courage to have a different point of view and to talk about it, to stand up and say no when you are aware of something that does not work for you, and to apologize if something went wrong, taking personal responsibility. If you fuck up, let them know. I am sorry. There's nothing that's going to change that, right? Or if you have a good idea, speak up for yourself. And if it doesn't work, so following the rules and regulations, and then, but not letting it, I liked how it talked about to create in your life and never allow others to judge you or limit you. If people are judging you, if they're putting limitations on your ability, on what it is you're trying to bring to the table, shoot, dude, you probably need to get the fuck out of there, to be blatantly honest. But just be real with yourself. There comes a time where people are just flat out being rude. I'm not saying go and be rude to your boss today, or like go to one of your clients as an entrepreneur and, say something really mean to them or this and that, and think you need to give them a dose of truth. Understand that people go at their own pace and they already know the answers. That's why usually calling someone fat is not a good idea, because you don't think they know that they're overweight. So it's good to have a filter, but also be genuine enough and be willing to stand up for yourself and be authentic. We talk in my one-on-one coaching, we do a lot of values work. Like, I'm going to make you pick your top 5 values after we go through a list. I'm going to ask you a question like, how can you better honor one of these values? Maybe one of your values is authenticity. Maybe that one of your top values show that when something you believe is wrong or not in alignment with what you're trying to do, then you don't take action on that. Or you at least let them know that and speak up for yourself. So being authentic, and this goes for friends, this goes for colleagues, this goes for really any type of romantic relationships. Think about why you love the people that you love as much as you do. It's generally because they're weird in weird ways that you are too, right? A lot of my friends are friggin' weirdos in their own way, and just like I am, can be a goofy. Anyone who really knows me, I like to be very energetic and I like to be goofy and stuff like that. And if someone had a real issue with that, then I would know not to really be friends with them. But like the client story that I thought that really broke my heart, that don't try to be somebody else for a position that you don't really want anyway. That happens a lot in the workforce. So be very careful of that. And like back to what I was saying, that's my client talking about how she felt like she couldn't laugh at work. Breaks my heart, but that's a real situation. And these are things that, even though they're uncomfortable, if that's you in your own personal situation or somebody, you have to tell them, you got to confront this shit. You got to change to change. And I want more people to change and be authentic. Let me go ahead and cancel my screen. And be more authentic. So that would be the goal today. Be your unapologetically weird self. Don't be scared to be goofy. Don't be scared to be yourself. What do they say? Fuck the haters. Screw the haters. Be yourself. There's so many people out there. There's so many relationships to make. There's so many opportunities. And the people who are truly themselves. And the golden rule in business, we do business with people we know, like, and trust. So it'd be counterintuitive to just act like a robot because you're getting passed up because people actually want to work with people they like and they love and they trust. So cheers to that, right? Be your unapologetically weird self, episode 167. Thanks so much. We're wrapping it up for today. We got some work to get done on this fine Tuesday. I hope you guys all have an amazing, amazing Tuesday. I will be back for Wednesday. Oh my gosh, Turkey Day is coming up. It is November 22nd, Tuesday, November 22nd. It's rolling through. We got Turkey Day on Thursday. Let's go. And I will be back here for another episode live tomorrow, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, November 23rd, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. See you guys there. Have an amazing, amazing Tuesday. Cheers, friends. I'm out of here. Enjoy the day. Until next time.